All right. We last left off. You guys were in the Undercity, searching
Well,
for a
we're
portal.
underground. We don't know necessarily if it's the Undercity.
Vaguely true. Yeah.
Where's the auction house?
There is no auction house. This isn't World of
Okay,
Warcraft.
so we're here to assassinate Sylvanas, or what's going on?
Yes. Fuck. See, if now this was fucking WoW, you'd be forced to be playing Horde right now
Uh,
because I wouldn't want any of that Alliance shit in here.
Aw, don't like the humans?
No, I don't like the humans. Um. Yeah, let's backtrack a little more. You met Coalform. He can find the general location of the portal, and he opened up a gateway to allow you guys into what looks like a underground waterfall. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take one more drag and. All right.
all right, so obviously it's time for our hot spring episode.
Well, yeah, this was an anime.
Is it?
No.
Oh,
Are you
So
sure?
close.
All right.
I have one anyway.
No. Can I please get started? I would like to play D&D today.
just give us our Hot Springs episode and then we can start.
If you guys make it past this session, I will give you a hot spring episode.
Yay!
man.
You'll have to go to the scarring well to have it though.
That's fine. Just as long as there is one and it's sexy.
Sexy
It's-
with zombies.
It's gonna be full of old guys.
I don't know.
Scarring well.
I'll put some fucking spin on the scarring well. Yes, there's a well.
Oh,
above the
that's up
scarring.
there.
There you go, Scott. Good boy.
Can't we go in the singing well? It's so close.
No, you can't go to the singing well.
Oh, Lake Wrath.
Fine. I guess we'll just search for the portal then.
I guess we'll just do our job.
If we have to.
God, I hate all of you.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my attention to Coalform. I'm gonna see where he thinks we should go.
Actually, he started walking off before any of you guys started. Like, as you guys are coming through the portal, he's already walking in the direction. He's already feeling it.
I note I came in through the portal before him.
Yeah, but he's already walked past you.
Fucking Dirk.
Dirk.
Yeah. Douchebag jerk.
Fucking Dirk.
Fucking Dirk!
No, that's a reference to something else that I don't think you'd understand. I think Scott knows.
Not off the top of my head.
Mother's Day.
No.
Mother's Day card.
Oh, I know now.
Fucking Dirk. Okay, so he starts already walking off. I'm assuming you guys are already following. He's not actually
Yeah.
saying anything. He's just kind of got his hand out in front of him, and it looks like he's trying to feel for something that's not actually there. And it's actually pretty obvious where he's going because there only is one way out of where he put you guys.
See, if this was an anime, he would have grabbed right onto Alexis's boobs.
Oh, if it was
Who?
that type of anime.
Who's doing what?
All right, he's walking off.
Yes.
God, you guys are idiots.
Alright.
This is why we
we
don't start.
try.
This is
We
why we don't
try.
start at 6:30. Is because you guys are too stupid. And you guys don't get your intelligence back until 9 o'clock.
I assume he's sensing some sort of magic. Should I make an Arcana check to sense it as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, what's your plus anyway?
My bonus?
Yeah.
Plus 14. So that was slightly
24.
below average.
I
Not bad.
do 24.
24 pass. Yeah,
You
that's such a thing.
you slightly feel it. You get it's like a little bit of the hair on you kind of raises up a little bit as you start walking in the same direction he's going.
Huh. I sort of feel something over this way as well.
Can I do the same?
If you have Arcana, you guys can all roll.
28 Arcana check. I guess 23 passive, or yeah, 23 would be her passive.
Yeah, I do have passives for everything. So 23 with your passive. You also feel the same thing he is. but you feel it a little bit stronger than he does. You're actually starting to get raised goosebumps across your skin.
How did I get a 22?
Jason, for some reason you tingle and you don't know why.
Somewhere, someone is playing Jenga Jong.
His spider sense has been tingling.
I don't know why, but my immediate thought was, if he suddenly gets surprised, Shin's reaction is just to get a massive erection and just be like, "Oh no!"
Wait, what?
What?
That was what was so weird in my mind. I was like, why is an erection like the first thing he does when he's like, things are strange, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's
So I'm following after,
cold form.
yes.
Yeah. Same.
I'll follow after.
All right. He guys leads you. He leads you through the little shallow lake, which is pretty much exactly what it is down there, and into a small cavern. Anybody claustrophobic?
Nope.
Not really.
No.
Okay.
No.
You guys are
Kind of.
gonna have to squeeze through this to get into it. And as
Do
you
I have
guys,
to squeeze because I'm skinny as a twig?
no, you pass through extremely easily. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put squeezing rules on you. You guys pass into an opening that has a three-way branch. Sorry, I keep playing with my lighter. Three-way branch. And for the people who rolled relatively high on their Arcana checks, they're feeling it coming from the left side and the straight side. They're not feeling it from the right.
Let's go to the right.
Nah, the right sounds boring.
Should clearly head to the left.
There is no difference between the two as you're feeling, or as you guys are feeling it. So either the left or the front seems to be where it's in the direction. In a sense, like you're feeling two.
Does Colefor seem to have a preference?
He's more or less studying, or he kind of stopped at this intersection, and he's more or less studying the energies between coming from each pathway. He kind of walks to one and stands there for a bit, then turns and walks to the other one and stands there for a bit, completely ignoring the one going to the right.
Hmm.
He kind of steps back and strokes his chin.
Yes, I feel it too, but it's from both directions. Do you know what's down either tunnel?
Each tunnel, or
Either tunnel?
I'm not exactly sure. This area is completely foreign to me.
Well, I don't sense any difference between them. Shall we flip a coin?
We could do that, or we could split up.
I would prefer not to do that under these circumstances. We don't know
Have
what's
you
ahead.
ever seen a horror movie, man?
Yeah, really.
What is this movie you speak of?
You never heard of Bard's Tale of horror and death?
I've heard of tales, but this movie?
They're on DVDs and VHSs.
He is a strange.
All right, now I don't know what he's talking about.
He be a strange one.
Is that like the puppet shows?
Yes.
I like the puppet shows.
Figures your character like puppet shows. I can see him just clapping. Your character's devolving into a retard.
Aww.
He actually steps forward to the one directly ahead of him, and he says, "If I had to guess, I would pick this one."
Well, it seems as good a direction as any.
Wouldn't dare question the logic of the Third Order.
And with that, he just continues walking down. It's getting relatively dark down here. In the main room that you guys were in originally, it was not well lit, but it was dim. You guys are starting to go into complete darkness.
Malik pulls out his helmet and
and puts his ever burning torch on.
All right, are you gonna move up in the line, or are you gonna stay where you're at? Give me a marching order. Take your if you guys want to do them on the tokens or whatever, just take them off the ship, put them somewhere, and just give me a marching order. I need a straight line.
Top will be front of the pack, I guess.
Front here, back here.
Okay.
She can see in the dark.
I'll take rear guard.
I'll take mid.
Let me get where is it?
Do we want to have Malik though a little bit closer since he actually has the torch?
Malik wants to be right in front of Alexis anyway.
Okay. We got Coalform leading the front. He does.
Handy little fire hand.
Yes, he does emit some light from his hands.
I can't escape late today.
Yeah, I'll cast my light cantrip on my shield, so I have some light as well.
Okay. So we got 3 light sources, I believe.
I believe so, and
looks
I
like.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's enough. You guys travel for a decent amount of time. You guys would assume it'd probably be about 15, 20 minutes of just walking in a straight line. He's there are random branches off, but he's completely ignoring them. Now, if anybody would like to stop at him and fuck with him, you can, but he's not stopping.
Nah, I wouldn't stop for it.
I got no reason to stop for it.
Yeah.
Keeping with the Arcana checks you guys have rolled, you're also not feeling it in those directions either.
Right. So we'll continue following whatever we're sensing.
Well, actually, I'm going to. Can I do what kind of light? Am I able to see down them at all?
Down into them, no.
Okay. Can I see like the outlines of it? Okay. Actually, here's a better question. Can I check the ground as we're walking? Does it look like people have passed through this area before?
Who's the closest person to you with light source? You're
Malik.
flanked by light. You're flanked by light sources. So yeah, it doesn't look heavily traveled. You're also in the back of the pack, so you're actually getting a lot of congestion of the people in front of you when it comes to the footprints and things. But it doesn't look like this place is used very often.
But it
if
looks
at
like
all.
it has been. Okay.
It hasn't been.
There we go. There we go then.
To get a more clear picture, you're gonna have to move up the line.
I think she's good where she's at right now.
Okay. Paleth, if you're looking down the corridors, the extra corridors, you're not seeing anything down them either. They're just it's extensive, extensively long, and your vision actually just goes out at some point to where you can't see past this, certain darkness,
Yeah, alright.
or it turns and you hit a wall.
Okay.
As you guys continue to keep going, you're actually starting to hear some dripping coming from the ceilings, and you're actually starting to see what looks. I'm gonna equate it to a kind of like a mine, where there are, instead of wood braces going up across, they're actually steel braces. Assuming somebody looks at them or in passing, they don't look like they're of anything you've ever seen before. Especially Gaddon, since you are, in the military, and you're anybody from a big city. None of this steel looks like it was used for anything else that they've ever seen before.
It's just being used to brace the ceiling, then?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. They usually use timber for that back home.
And you guys continue to keep going. Actually, it's starting to actually get really cold. You're actually starting to go down at a decline now. You're actually starting to go deeper underground.
That's gonna shiver a little bit.
Yep, it's starting to get cold. The dripping ceiling is happening more often. You guys could assume that there is some sort of large body of water above you. I'm gonna drown you all. And actually, as you guys continue to keep going, there's a large. It looks at your distance now. It's starting to look like a dim light at the end of this tunnel. and it seems to have like a pulsating rotation to it, kind of like a lighthouse would. And you see him kind of, you see Coalform ahead of Paleth sees us more often than anybody else, or sees us better than anybody else. He kind of perks up and he starts to walk a little quicker.
Just a moment, Coalform. Perhaps we should have our some of our stealthier members check that out.
Do you really think there's time
We can spare a minute or two.
with dealing with the Delhi?
Well, we're sure
Yeah.
spending time talking about it.
He's running. He's still walking as he's saying it.
If he's not stopping, I'm gonna keep up with him, I guess.
You guys
Yeah.
can talk. You guys can try and talk him out of walking, but I mean that's your argument right there. He ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
You're gonna need
I
to-
can't exactly go faster and stay stealthy at the same time, so. Yeah.
Unless I get a diplomacy check from somebody.
I'll
Or
actually,
she gives a good reason. Unless you give me a good reason why he should stop.
I will say, perhaps caution is the best tool at our disposal right now. Coalform.
Yes, rushing forward and getting ourselves killed will help no one. We should.
If that thing is activated now, we don't have time to dilly-daddle.
What thing?
I'm assuming that's that portal ahead.
If it is already active, then you'll be walking in.
Rushing headlong into the Delhi will help no one, least of all us. We need to be smart about this.
Can I get Arcana checks from everybody? If you want to try and get above your passive.
33 crit.
Okay, good enough. Yeah,
Your
Yeah.
passive is what, Gutton?
24.
24. Okay. Gutton, you feel the same. Alexis, you... I'm gonna say the immensity of the magic that's coming from this area kind of worries you. I'm not gonna tell you it worries you, but I'm gonna give you the
Yeah, it's a lot more stronger than it was before.
yeah, it's an ominous type feeling
Yeah.
to you.
Actually, maybe it is best if we proceed with urgency.
If you say so.
All right. Well, let's proceed urgently but carefully.
Do you guys want to change your your order that you're in, or go in the
Valak
exact same way?
take point. Everyone else, be ready.
I'll take rear since I'm not much good with only one arm.
Well, don't want anything catching us from behind. Just stay near me. Yes.
Yep, I was about to move them up too.
No, we're 20 feet behind.
God damn it.
Would you stop moving the boat?
It's
Let's
too
try.
big. Its bounding box is too big for the picture.
There. Are you done, Tyler?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Alright, the light keeps getting brighter, and it seems that the pulsation of it, the rotation, it seems to be getting faster as you guys get closer. After about, probably about a minute, you guys are at a brisk jog right now. Coalform and Malik are the first to break into the room. There's no door, it's just an archway coming in. And everybody else pours into this room, unless you guys are doing something else when you guys get to the archway, because he's gonna walk into this room regardless
Just
of
a
you
quick
guys do.
perception check around the room.
Okay.
Same. I'd like to take a quick look.
Yeah, yeah, I don't see it, Jack.
You see dirt, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I'm gonna make a stealth check to conceal myself at the entrance so that I can hopefully see what's going on but not be seen myself.
Okay. Okay.
I'll pretty much do the same. Stay at the
Fucking
archway,
cantrips.
but keep hidden.
Entrance man are all sorts of handy.
Yep.
You guys are stealth team is extremely stealthy.
That's a wow. That's a horrible perception check.
Do you want to take your passive?
Yes, a 28 would be or yeah, 28 would be nice.
Okay. Your passive is when you're just coming into the room. You are seeing a. Actually, I'll just drop it on there. You are seeing a very large. It looks kind of like a fluid steel structure, but it's not actually liquid. Just the way it's actually formed. With this, it looks like a orb of water in the center of it. That's rotating and is giving off a bright light, and as it rotates, that's what's given, or as it shines through the metal type dome that's over it, is what's giving that, lighthouse effect. And I am dropping the gate on the thing. Let me edit it, make it bigger. The whole room is cut out. It's got a very, very flat floor with a very domed ceiling. That's roughly around 25 feet high. With your passive perception, Waylon, you could swear you can see things moving. They're not very large, but they are. Yeah, they're not very large, but they're not very, very small. That seem to be like crawling around the structure around the orb, kind of like a spider, not like a spider, but like kind of like a bugs or ants or something like that.
But bigger, I assume.
Yeah, but you hear a faint, like a tink every time they take steps, and you hear this. Actually, everybody would hear this, but nobody else sees what it's from. You guys hear this kind of like rhythmic tinking as these things are kind of walking across this thing.
Does it look like they're aware of us, or are they just walking?
They don't seem to be bothered by you guys, and they do look like they're aware of you.
Well, I will reiterate the fact there's things walking on it. They don't seem hostile, but they seem to know we're here. They seem conscious, at least.
Yep. Coalform looks at it and just goes, "This is amazing."
Now, how do we destroy it?
I don't know yet.
Ah, fuck.
He starts walking towards it.
I wonder if we stab all the little things on it. Actually, sir, how close do you have to be to study it? Alright.
Within 10 feet. At least
Okay,
of the structure.
Don't get jumped by little animal things.
They look mechanical to you. So,
Oh, don't get jumped by little robot things.
Yep.
You don't
I'm
know
gonna,
what a robot is.
What's that, Chris?
I'm going to come into the room and I'm going to ready an action.
Sure.
If he's studying that and something starts to come out of it, I want to use what is it? Moment of escape, I think it is. That allows me to shift someone 4 squares.
Yep.
So basically, if I see something come out of it, I'm trying to immediately pull him out,
Or
pull
do
him
you-
backwards.
It just when something comes out of it, or any hostile action towards him?
If something starts to come out of the portal towards
Okay.
him,
Okay.
Alec is gonna try to stand next to him and just be prepared and kind of like a defensive
Mhm.
formation.
Chris, what's your passive perception?
not good. It is 15.
All right. Where's everybody in accordance to Chris at this moment?
Suppose I'd still be in the archway.
Let's see. I will move up and next to Coalform and study the gate as well.
Okay. So I got Coalform flanked by Geddon and Malik.
I'd be in the room, but I'd be trying to stay far away from the thing crawling with metal spiders.
Okay. So you'd
Not
be
because I'm scared, but because metal spiders. That's never a good sign.
so you're not getting closer, Waylon, right?
Not particularly, no.
Who out of the two people that are close to it, who's got perception?
Pull for him.
He's not gonna. He's not looking.
Get in.
Supposed to be behind you.
Everybody keeps running backwards.
Well, I'm still in the archway, so she's still hiding.
I'm actually about here. Yeah.
Well, if you're close to Hallam, and Hallam's got decent perception, right, Hallam?
Yes.
You actually notice Alexis's dagger giving off a slight glow.
Is that normal?
Is what normal?
Gonna point at your dagger.
Hell, I'm gonna do an Arcana check on it.
Mhm.
28.
All right. You feel it's somehow feeling like it's trying to reach out to the orb itself. Like the magic of it is trying to reach out to it.
Cold form.
He actually doesn't respond. He's very, very, very deep in his study right now.
I'm going to get a bit closer to him then.
Your dagger is glowing extremely bright now, and the orb in the center of the structure is rotating even faster.
I'm going to grab Cold form on the shoulder. Cold form.
Yes.
What was it about my dagger you thought was so interesting?
He kind of rubs his eyes like he was almost tired, you know, and he goes, I've seen it before as a connection to the Ill-Omen prophecy.
Do I need to do a history check to know what the Ill-Omen prophecy is?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
I would stop you from doing it.
Are you sure? Because I rolled a 16.
You wouldn't know.
No,
Nobody,
it just
nobody in
tilts
this
his head
party would
curiously.
know what it
Ill-Omen prophecy?
means. Yes, and he actually, as you say that, he actually looks down on it and he goes, "Then it is true."
Is what true?
This is the Ill-Omen of light.
What does that mean? Why are the portals moving faster now?
There was two daggers forged, one the Ill-Omen of light and one the Ill-Omen of shadow. Together they are the key to open the central portal, which is located somewhere in the center of this continent. And it's said that the light is supposed to close them, the shadow is supposed to open them.
So this dagger can close that then?
If we can figure out how.
Well, by all
is
means,
your-
you're
this-
the mage of third order.
He,
Just hand the dagger up to him.
yo, you're
Does
gonna
the
offer to him?
prophecy say anything on how to use the dagger?
No.
No.
We have lost the text for this prophecy. We only have the first half of it.
Yeah, I'm going to hand the dagger over to him.
Okay. He actually sits on the floor and kind of sits kind of Indian style, I would say, and lays the dagger across his lap and puts his hands hovering over top of it. And he says, "I must not be disturbed. This should only take moments." And as he does this, you see the light from the dagger start wrapping across his hands and slowly flowing up his arms and across his body.
Just gonna keep an eye on the portal and make sure
The portal's starting to.
nothing comes out, or I don't know.
Is anybody watching the little robot-y things that are on it?
I'll watch
Shin
it.
Shin is watching in terror.
They're not exactly spiders, but you know, they're six-legged. They look kind of like a spider would.
Close enough.
But
I like to keep my eyes on them.
for the ones that are watching, they actually look like they're constructing. They're not there for any other purpose other than construction. The dome wasn't actually completely full over the top of the orb itself, but as the longer you guys are getting there, or longer you guys are staying there, the more and more the dome over it is becoming complete.
Out of curiosity, does this any of this stuff that they're building look familiar?
No.
If they're not too busy paying attention, I'm gonna try to pipe up and say, is it supposed to be doing that?
Who are you talking to?
Cohorn, but I'm not getting any closer, so I doubt he's going to hear me.
He is 100% in a trance right now. You're gonna have to abruptly shake him or move him to get him out of it.
I'm
Don't
not
disturb
getting
the mage while
closer.
he's working.
Yeah,
I'm not getting closer.
Bad things can happen if you do that.
I'm just gonna try to study what I'm watching of Cool Form.
Okay. As he's doing this, okay, out of everybody who's in the room, who's outside of the room, I want to know that for sure right now.
I'm in.
Alex
I'm in.
definitely in.
Hallam, are you in the room or are you in the doorway? Which side of the doorway are you on? It's
I'm
not
in
closing.
the room.
Okay.
I'm in the room, but again, far away from this thing as I can be while still being in the room.
Okay. And Paleth.
Paleth would have walked in by now. There's nothing happening.
Okay. And I guess Shen, you're staying outside of the room in the hallway.
Yes, peeking in the link spider.
All right, with Hallam's passive, he notices something not large, but let's say slightly larger than human size. I'd say around 6.5, 7 feet tall.
Okay.
You don't get a clear look at it, but it kind of darts across the back of the room relatively quick.
Guys, we have company.
Protect Coalform while he closes the portal.
Now, you guys gonna start looking for it, or are you gonna
Yeah.
stay where you're at and wait for it to see if it comes to you?
More
I'll
of a
start looking for it.
Malik's gonna stay and try to protect Coalform in his trance.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue studying what Cool Form's doing.
Okay, so you're up, Alexis. You are oblivious to what they're seeing, because you're fixated on coal form.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm immediately going to start looking for it.
All right. You start actually walking across the circular room, and you actually make a full loop, and you do not see it again.
Crap. Huh.
You see it again across the room from where you are now again.
I'm gonna look down. Is it my shadow?
No.
Okay. Okay. Because that would have been really embarrassing. I'm gonna keep searching for it. I'm gonna tell the others to sit tight and
Every time you circle the room, you don't see it. But every few minutes, you see it dart across.
Shen, can you help Hallam out? I don't think you're doing us any good in the hallway.
Paleth will actually draw one for non-magical daggers. Like, start looking. Essentially, just stand in place, searching for it. If she sees it, throw a dagger at it.
You don't see it.
No.
What's your passive perception?
14.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. I'm killing you first. Wait, who's got the lowest passive perception? Because that's who's going first.
It's
I've-
probably me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have 15, so I'm slightly better.
I'm gonna glance up at the ceiling. Is there anything on the ceiling hiding there?
Thank you, Jesus. Somebody in a game looked up.
No one ever
That's
looks
why I was trying to
up.
get Shen to climb the walls, but
You look up and you see something. It kind of looks. It's kind of sticking there like a gecko on the wall. It's got a. It looks It looks lizard-like. It's roughly about 7 feet, 6.5, 7 feet tall. And it's not really doing anything other than observing you.
I found our visitor, guys.
I'll look up and go, hello?
It doesn't respond. It keeps climbing higher onto the wall. And,
Does it look metal at all?
Nope.
Do I
And-
recognize the species at all?
Nope.
Can you eat it?
No. And it disappears it disappears at the top of the dome where it goes completely black. The only one who's able to see it is now Paleth.
Should I throw a dagger at it and stop whatever the fuck it's doing?
It hasn't been hostile.
Yes, but scouts can bring back others.
Throw a light source up there.
How are you gonna get it?
Here, I'm gonna cast light on the dagger. Throw the dagger up there.
Alright. And she'll throw the dagger and try and stick it into the ceiling next to the thing, not actually hitting it.
How close are you gonna get to it? How many? Give me a feet. Give me a feet.
How high is the ceiling?
25 feet. This will determine if he considers it a hostile action or not. So you have to tell me in feet how far away from to either its left or right, top or bottom, how far away from it you're going.
My
Like,
cantrip casts bright light within 10 feet of the object, so...
So I'll throw it like 5 feet off to the side. I had to cover the darkness still.
All right. So if it's 25 feet, can you still light it up?
Yeah, the cantrip casts bright light in a 10-foot radius, so it would be like 20 feet across.
Okay. Yeah. So you let loose the dagger, and it sticks into the ceiling. A little bit of rock falls down, and it starts to drip from that spot as the whole dome part of the ceiling starts to light up. And you see it kind of scutter off again into a darker spot of the room.
No, air ducts up there, though, right?
Nope. You see a solid ceiling.
I'm just going to keep my eyes on the dark spot. And I'm going to suggest we just keep an eye out for it, but don't try to push our luck with it.
So Paleth will just be kind of staring into the darkness, watching wherever the fuck it goes.
All right. By this much time has passed, the portal seems to start humming as a large. I'm gonna say it's only an audible explosion that comes from comes from where Coalform is sitting, as a bright light kind of pulsates out from where he's sitting. And to anybody who wasn't ready for it, you're all slightly blinded with a little bit of ring in your ear. It doesn't last very long. And when your visions come back, he's standing with the dagger in his hand. The glow that was starting to envelop him is now completely enveloped the dagger.
Is the portal changed anymore?
Nope, portal still got it's still got a slight hum at the moment. It's still rotating as fast as it was before. There seems to be no other reaction to it other than the new slight hum to it.
Well,
I think I've unlocked the full potential of this thing.
how do we
I
use
want
it?
to know. Keep going.
It has to be merged with the portal.
So you're gonna stab the portal? What?
I'm assuming that's it.
Pop the bubble. That works.
I'd like to roll an insight on this,
Sure.
just because I'm crazy.
You think
Close down my
he is?
internet for a second. I just want to make sure he's not trying to trick us.
Yeah. I'll do
Because
this.
this plan sounds a little crazy, that's
Does this
all.
guy seem like he actually knows what he's doing? 18 insight.
Yes.
21. Probably still yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are feeling he's not trying to lie to you. This is just his best guess at what to do.
Well, I'm gonna sit down, rub my eyes, and say, well, go for it.
As he starts to approach the portal, the humming gets a little louder. Then you hear the the creature on the wall shriek as it jumps down and darts not towards Coalform, but darts towards the structure, jumps over the edge of it and into it and disappears.
God damn it! I didn't have the other dagger ready.
As he jumps into
How was that?
As he jumps into it, you see the whole thing ripple as the portal starts to turn slightly black because of him entering into it.
If you're going to do something
Yes.
full form, you should do it now.
Just a visitor. Don't worry. It's gone now, apparently.
I'd
We
draw
running
my
into the
weapons.
portal.
He walks up to it and let's say vigorously stabs the dagger into it. The whole portal actually goes pitch black at this. It seems to slowly start deforming in the way it looks as he starts to back away with the dagger still in his hand. It slowly starts to begin dripping from itself as it completely disforms and splashes down onto the floor.
That worked.
No, it kind of
That worked pretty well.
it's kind of tiptoes on the water on the floor.
You
It's
pop the metal bubble.
a water bubble.
Oh, well.
It was
fine.
made out of water.
You pop the bubble.
The
Good for you.
little mechanical ants seem to care about this at all.
They have seemed to stop working on moving.
Is that it?
I would hope so. As you guys are still looking on at the thing, the structure itself that's around it starts to look like it's starting to rapidly decay. The mechanical bugs that were all over it seem to rust away and turn into a fine powder as they fall to the floor. Same with the actual structure itself.
Do the others still sense things? Sense arcane things?
I won't make you roll again. I'll just do your passives. You don't feel anything coming from this direction anymore.
On Coalform, do you feel another portal somewhere that might happen? There was 2 passages we could have took.
Yes, but unless I'm too far away from that one, but I should be able to still feel it if there was another one down that hall.
Perhaps both passages came here somehow.
If you look around, you don't see another passageway.
Perhaps we should backtrack and check the other tunnel now. Now that we dealt with this portal.
Does everybody agree with that?
Well, let's check the room first. Make sure there's nothing hiding in any corners.
It's a circular room. There are no corners.
Well, any like
Any dark
make sure there's
spots?
nothing in here.
Yep. You guys walk around with Malik leading the way with his little torch light, and Geddon is randomly lighting rocks up as he walks across, so you can see the entire ceiling.
Yep, sounds good.
There is nothing else in this room.
I suppose we should continue on then. Check the other corridor and make sure that we haven't missed anything.
All right, you guys start
I'm gonna
going.
make note
Go ahead.
to check the ceilings when we walk, because that's where the thing that I assume was a scout was hiding. And we only found one. There may be more.
All right. As you guys start walking back, you are the first. Put your guys back in order,
Okay.
just just for quick reference, so I know. At this point, he has given your dagger back, Chris.
Well, I'm actually going to pull him aside then when that happens.
Okay.
Where would one have found this ill omen of light dagger?
There were two daggers. Out of the 2 daggers, they were given to 2 different groups that would have the best interest out for humanity, if it were. One, surprisingly enough, was the Undercity.
So why does this dagger have the ability to close the portals?
I'm not exactly sure yet. I still need time with the dagger to figure this out. The only thing I was able to do is unlock its potential.
You said there
Assuming its full
was.
potential.
You said there was text that was lost.
Yes.
Any way it can be found?
Unless somebody builds something to go back in time, I don't see that happening.
Well, I once knew a gnome who was trying that, but no, probably not.
Maybe cold form will be better if you hold on to it for the moment.
I see what you're doing, Chris. He agrees. He'll hold on to it. Did you give him the scabbard with it too?
Yeah.
Okay. He slips that into his belt and takes lead again. And starts walking down the hall. And okay, as you guys go through, who's first in the hall? That would be besides Coldform, would be Malik.
Yes.
Well, okay, who's got somewhat of a decent perception past 16?
I have a plus 18
It's-
perception before passive.
Passive. Okay, who's got a passive above 18? Yeah. Does anybody?
I got a passive of 28.
Alan is
he's
the
the only
only
one.
one.
A passive for what again?
Perception.
Perception.
I have a 22 passive.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I just wasted time for no reason. I would think you guys would notice this anyway. You're starting to notice the beams that were holding up the building, or that hall, seem to be let's say eroding away like the structure that was in that room.
You better run.
Yeah, that's
Running really fast. See ya. Vroom.
Running time.
Come on, go for.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Running. Not my strong suit.
Why?
I don't have very good endurance.
All right.
or athletics.
Neither
or
do I. Oh,
acrobatics.
okay, I've got better athletics, but I've
Or
got bad
nature.
Got
endurance.
Bill too.
Or
All right.
engineering.
All
I'm a
right.
monk. It's what I do.
I'm gonna need from the entire party 3 rolls. What?
No, I'm just worried.
Acrobatics, athletics, and endurance.
All right. How about we all do this one at a time so we don't.
Hey, yeah.
crowd it?
Yep.
Good idea.
Do it in order, Malik.
All right, athletics.
Acrobatics.
Let me find out what that is for me.
Don't have a hotkey for it.
No, Dan didn't create one for me.
Oh well, that's
It's not really a primary skill for him.
all right.
Mm.
We did
And
better in it.
endurance. All right. Next.
That'd be Palo.
Yep.
Acrobatics, athletics, endurance.
All right. Next. Shen.
I have 9 speed. Can I just walk backwards out of here while everybody's struggling?
Nope.
You backflip out of here. Like,
I imagine
I'm-
your DCs are significantly lower.
I'm waiting for
That's
you to get hit
athletics.
in the head with a rock and flooded. 26 or 16 to what?
Athletics,
Okay.
acrobatics,
Endurance.
and endurance.
Ooh, somebody gets tired quick. Next.
I'm not even
backflips are
trying. I
hard.
can run faster than this in combat with no trouble.
Hallam.
Alright, I'll do athletics. Acrobatics. Wow. And endurance. Yeah, 3 rolls under 10.
Acrobatics. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Athletics.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And endurance. There we go. 16. I can
Oh dear God.
kind of hold her breath.
Oh
She
dear
halfway-
God.
She's there are deer heels on her boots. So
If necessary, Malik would have tried to, like,
yeah, I'll
You-
be,
Give her a piggyback
I
ride
would
or
help her along
something
if she
to-
starts falling behind.
She does. She doesn't start falling behind. She's just really bad at dodging everything that's falling. So she's being hit in the face by rocks. She's stepping in apparently deeper puddles than all of you, and she might trip.
That's Paleth kind of runs by her. That's why you don't wear heels.
Did I get Geddon?
No, not yet.
Okay, Geddon, throw me out.
Acrobatics, yeah. Figured
Get hit in the face with a
athletics.
rock.
Whoosh. And endurance. Where's endurance? Whoa, I got tired quick.
All right. Okay. This sucks for all of you.
None of us did particularly well.
I got a terrible athletics roll. Got a great acrobatics out of no reason.
All right. As you guys are running, let's say, okay, who shit endurance?
That would be getting.
Yeah.
Would it be
and-
shit or it's under 10?
Shit would be under 15.
Oh, that'd be me
I
too.
did, which is weird.
I just got
It's
under
a short
15.
distance run, so I don't know why
14.
I'd get tired.
No, it is a longer distance. I said you guys walked for about 10 minutes, or 5 to 10,
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes in this
For
area.
walking,
And downhill too.
Yeah.
Everybody but Alexis and Malik were under 15.
I have a climb speed. It doesn't bother me.
All right, as you guys are running, you guys are slowing down. The only effect of endurance is that you're slowing down. You're not actually stopping. You're extremely winded. Everybody who got below I think also a 15 on athletics, has considerably tripped over a considerable amount of debris, and people who missed acrobatics have been hit in the face with rocks. I would say you've all taken. Whoever has acrobatics and athletics below, 15. I've taken 12 damage, 24 damage total.
Jesus.
Alex, unscathed. Yay.
I'm actually almost bloodied.
I'm winded to fuck, but I didn't get hit.
You guys make it to the end of the tunnel, and as the center hallway has collapsed completely.
That was a good run.
I'm gonna immediately look up.
A few more
Is
rocks. in the
those types
face
of,
and
race type of stuff up there.
No.
Okay, so we're good.
Fucking rocks everywhere.
I don't know about you guys. I just got tired.
Fucking ninja.
Same here, but
I can still
dodging
go.
everything. Fuck.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, dodging.
Uh,
Are you okay?
right now, Alexis, your shoulder is killing you.
Yeah, I imagine 1 or 2 rocks probably nailed it right there.
Yep. You guys gonna take a short rest right here?
Probably a good
if
idea.
It seems reasonably safe here. Then yeah.
Yep. Okay. As you guys are taking your short rest, you're actually noticing that the collapsed tunnel. You also see water start dripping out of the rock wall that's separating you from where that tunnel used to be. So you can safely assume that whatever the lake or underground water source that was above you is now on level with you.
Cool form. How much further do we have to go before you can teleport us out of here?
I could teleport us out now. I mean, I could
We
have.
want to check the other place,
I mean,
right?
if I really wanted to, I could have put the portal in front of us all, and we could have just left that way.
That would have been helpful.
But I thought we wanted to go to the other room.
Yeah, that was before the ceiling started to collapse.
I still think
Do we sense another portal from here?
Nope.
Or
With
I
your
still like
passive,
to check it out.
yeah, with
It
your
couldn't
passive,
hurt to check, and if he can create a portal at any point,
yeah, he can.
then he can
Okay.
create a portal if we're in any danger.
All right. If the tunnel starts to flood, portal would be helpful. But yes. All right. Let's
If you
check.
guys would like, I can sneak on ahead and check that room out while you guys are resting.
Yeah, I can come with you.
Oh, that's adorable. Bestie friends.
Friends who just got tired and not hit in the face with rocks.
All right, so Steel Team 6 going ahead.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. Are you actually going stealthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
All right. What is your let's say passive stealth.
24.
24 and
24 as well.
all right. You guys just want to use that?
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds good.
You guys go down the hall. You're starting to see the same braces. Who's got lights out? I'm guessing just Hallam has some kind of light source out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's behind Paleth.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Might as well. Yeah.
You're starting to see this. It's starting to mirror the same tunnel that you were already in before, but you're not actually seeing braces on the ceiling. The only way it's mirroring is that it's starting to dip deeper, and you're still getting the water dripping from above.
Okay.
It still seems like it would go on for like 10 minutes still.
Yeah. So are you going to continue to go all the way down till you hit a dead end or a turn? Or are you going to, at some point, go back and say it's pretty much the same thing, just going in a different direction?
I'd stop and just essentially say to Helm, this thing will keep on going just like the other one. I
should
don't know
probably
what's at
get
the
the
other end of it.
We should probably
Yeah.
get the others then.
Pretty much. See what they say if they want to continue following it.
All right. You're not seeing a light at the end of this one, like you did before,
Mm-hmm.
where you got deeper into it. You're not seeing that light at the end of it.
All right.
All right, so
I'd
you
still
guys head
think
back.
checking it's a good idea.
All right, so you guys head back.
Yep.
Yep.
Does anybody report their findings?
Yes. We'll mention that.
Derps.
Yeah, it seems to just be a hallway back like the other one. No bracers though, and no light.
And we don't sense anything there now.
Nope.
Strange. Could closing that portal have closed the portal on that side as well?
I'm not exactly sure how the physics of these portals work.
Alright, well, if the
Maybe
path
it's
seems
just-
clear, we should check it out.
All right, so,
It didn't seem to be collapsing.
so that's where you guys are headed now? You're going down this other hallway?
Yes.
All right. You make it all the way down to the end of it, and it seems to dead end after a slight curve towards where the other room was.
So did it just loop around and come through the back?
So there was only one
But there's
portal that we sensed,
there's a
but
dead
could have gotten to it from other passage.
But it doesn't look like there's a fresh rock slide in front of it. It looks like a relatively flat, carved out wall. If slightly unfinished.
So they were building a second tunnel to the portal, but hadn't finished it yet?
Well, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, seems like they'll never finish it now.
Passive Arcanas are 24, 28, I thought. So, no, you guys aren't feeling anything from this area either.
What about coal form?
He seems disinterested. He thinks okay, I would say, who's got a decent insight?
Not me.
19 passive.
Reasonable. Passive 19, or I can actually roll twice and take a better result.
It's up to you if you want to do that.
Sure. Insight on full form, 21.
Alright, do you dislike that result and would like to roll again?
And it's above average. I'll go with it.
Alright, you think that he has, he's not holding back something, but he knows something else is here, but it's something that's probably non-threatening.
Is there anything else down here we should be worried about Coal for, or should we return to the city?
Whatever's left here seems to be a residual magic of what was already once here. I don't think, or I can't sense anything of that magnitude again.
Neither do I. Or I don't sense anything strong either. Is that the only portal that you know of in the area?
It's the only one we felt.
Yes. Alright. I suppose we should return to the city and...
Alright, with that, he throws his arm up and a shimmering portal opens up in front of you guys. And he steps through.
Alright, follow him.
I would like to make a quick once-over of the dead end that we're at. just to see if there's anything suspicious before we go. I assume there's nothing to roll for, so
What? Sorry.
I just want to do one glance over the dead end before I leave, just
Alright.
on my own to look for suspicious things.
Nothing that you're seeing, no. With a passive,
Yeah,
unless you want
I
to
think-
roll. If you want to roll, go ahead.
Why not? I'll roll with my plus 18. 25. That's even worse than my past.
You still see nothing.
Yeah. All right.
Hallam, are you all right?
Yeah, just nervous.
Skittery bugs everywhere.
You don't mind if I follow in behind you, right? I do enjoy your view from behind.
Saying that to a twig boy.
He's got the most bony ass you've ever seen in your entire life.
Oh, she knows.
I don't know how to respond.
I know
And
how.
That's what Helm's gonna say. He's just
I-
gonna say he doesn't know how to respond to that as I roll my endurance check.
Thank you. No, you do. You get a slight chubby, but nothing major.
Still waiting for that crit fail.
It'll happen.
This uncontrollable raging boner. Ah!
If it's not in public, it won't be that awkward.
Oh God, I can't wait for that one if it does happen in public.
Oh, no.
Look at it; it's adorable.
Oh. That'll end so poorly.
All right, who's going through the portal?
I've gone through the portal.
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay.
Everybody should be.
I don't know what everybody's doing. Hallam stayed.
through.
Hallam stalled to look at shit. So I'm not sure if anybody else is stalling to look at shit.
Yeah, no, I'm going in right after Hallam.
Okay. All right. Fun shit happens. All right. Alexis, you enter a pitch black room. Smooth floors. And it's relatively cold. Not extremely cold, but it's not, it's not a comfortable temperature. Everybody else, you walk into his study.
I'm gonna wait patiently for Alexis on the other side of the portal.
The portal, she does not come through, and it closes.
Go for him. We
Go
seem to
for him.
be missing someone.
He looks back. That portal shouldn't have closed until everybody went through. She had to have stepped through.
So
Yeah,
where
well.
is she?
She should be here.
But she's not.
She should be here.
What could have interfered with your portal?
Nothing that I know of.
Could the dagger have interfered with it in some way?
No, I don't. I can't see. The nature of the two magics are completely different. I would have sensed something reacting with the portal.
Still, she's not here, so something has happened.
Can you search for it anyway? Like search any?
He throws open the portal again and steps back through, looking on the other side. You guys can actually see him on the other side, but it's kind of kind of like like you're looking through water. It's kind of distorted, but you can see his red robes and his little ball of fire that he's got in his hand as he's using for a light source.
Is he like just? Is he fully in the portal or like just putting his head through?
No, he's on the other side.
Payless gonna
Malik
walk through as well to check around.
tries to go through the.
You guys can
Portal.
make yourself. You guys can go through.
Yeah, I'll go through and look around and sense or magic, see if I can sense anything that would have affected the portal.
Sure.
28 Arcana.
By that check, you would think if something did, it's well beyond your scope of knowledge of magic.
Malik just starts crying out, Alexis! Where are you?
You hear it echo down the hall and no response.
I'm going to.
Chris, by
take
the way, you're a
minute-
fucking bastard.
I'm going to take a few moments to cast my Ritual Ascending and send Alexis a message asking her where she is. She can respond in up to 25 words.
You seem to not getting any response back.
Crap.
She isn't here, and
She
more than
is-
likely stepped through that portal. So where the fuck is she?
She is beyond the range of my Ascending Ritual. That's...
That or it's just not able.
Or
to
something is
reach.
blocking it.
Yep.
But... Huh.
Coal form. Would you happen to know any way a man can intercept portals somehow? Pick someone else
There's-
specific?
There's only 4 people on this planet that can do that. And one of them is calling me right now.
right now.
Hello.
Well,
Oh, you did it? Oh, okay. Really? Jacuzzi party. That sounds fantastic. Well, take care. Be sure to bring her back by noon. Okay, she's fine. Jacuzzi party.
Let me guess. One of those 4 people is you.
Yes. Of
Who's
course.
the other 3?
Thank you for asking that question. Hold on. I gotta open my book, get the names right.
Names, yay.
Grab my book to actually write them down.
Technically, there are 5, but 4 are what we consider alive at the moment.
There's
There's
give us the dead name as well, because people hardly die.
Cipher of
Appreciate
Trend, Akima of Freeport, myself, Marina May, and Tulu.
Cipher of Trent.
Was one of them my father?
No.
Aw.
Cipher of Trent, Elimine,
Akima and Marina May.
and Arima.
Marina.
Marina.
There you go.
I am having a hard time hearing.
Oh, it's not Cipher Trend, it's Cipher of Trend.
Yep. Cipher of Trend, Akima of Freeport, Colform of Tanafir, Marina May of Thundercrest, Tulu of Missing.
Salute. Sick.
Tulu has been missing for many, many years. His apprentice has taken over as Mage of the First Order.
God. None of these people probably.
The only one I could possibly suspect is Marina May.
What was she of again?
Where is she from?
It's actually a he. He is of Thundercrest.
Marina's Thunder.
Would he have some motive for kidnapping Alexis?
Motive of his own? I don't know. I just know he is bitter. He's a bitter man, and that he has some. We suspect some connections to the the Undercity.
Contact him. Find out if he's got her now.
Alright.
That's why I hate you, Chris. Did you see my message?
Did I do that?
Eh,
You made a fucking loophole, and I hate you for it.
eh.
And you know what? Because you did this, you're in for more shit now.
I'm aware. And I think in the end run, this is a good thing for everybody.
Bad for you. Terribly bad for you. You fucking dick. I knew I shouldn't have taken it. You were right. You said you were going to find a way to fuck me over in this.
You know, it makes actually a lot of sense what she did, so.
Yeah, but still, I should have had him give it back to you at some point before. God damn it.
Well, you didn't. You fucked it up.
Eh.
Ah, shit. Ah, well. All right. So he gives you those names, and he says, I need to go back to my study. And he walks back into back to the portal, and into his study.
Follow him.
All right.
Alright,
After
so-
it was established Alexis went missing, Callum would have left the room.
Mhm.
And he's going to be standing in the hallway, muttering a prayer to Arden to himself.
All right. You get no response from Arden.
Malik
It's just a prayer.
I know.
leaves the study, cursing and screaming, and finds something that he can. As soon as he can find something, he's gonna break it.
In his office,
Or
No,
break something in his-
outside his study.
in the mage tower.
No, I'm outside of the tower. Like he's walking out of the tower, screaming and everything, and
Okay.
going outside it and
Okay.
something.
You're gonna break, let's say, a pottery thing that's sitting next on a. No, you punch a tree. There you go. You're happy.
Oh.
You punch a tree and break a tree.
I want to see if a rupee
Ooh.
came out of the pot.
Not a big tree, but a thinner side street tree.
Starts whacking it with his flail, over and over.
You're getting some concerned onlookers whispering about you.
I just don't even look at them.
Colform is standing in the exact spot where the portal used to be, with his hands up, kind of outstretched to where the edges of the portals used to be. And he seems deep in thought at this right now.
Suppose you're sensing something, right?
If you would be quiet, I'm trying.
Alright. I'll wait for your response.
I'm just going to play this accordion in the meantime.
What? How the fuck did you get an accordion?
He had such an indignant and honest response. Like, what? How dare you play an accordion? Take that out of here right now.
After a few
I hate the accordion.
After a few minutes, he steps back. Yes, there is another magic at work, but it's going to take some time for me to pinpoint where it came from.
And how much is some time?
Hours, maybe.
Well, it appears we might be spending time in the city now.
If it was Marina May, he is only fourth on the list. I should be able to decipher his magic relatively quickly. If this was somebody on the higher scale, if it was, let's say, Cypher, there's no way I'm going to be able to discern this.
Fuck. Well, you have some hours then. Hopefully you can decipher
I
it.
don't need your permission to do my job.
No,
He
but
turns
I
his-
like the answers.
He, I don't think he understood what you just said last. As he he kind of sits back on the floor and starts to, let's say, meditate.
Can I have that dagger before I go?
He won't let you anywhere near it.
It's not yours.
She gave it to him, she gave it to me in safekeeping at the moment. I will return it to her.
Alright, fine. Fuck you. We're out.
You
I'll be
kind of-
back.
As you're walking towards the door, you kind of feel like a force push on your back and pushes you through his magic wall.
If I'm going through the magic wall with my magic weapons, what happens then?
He's allowing you to go through it, so you're going through
Okay.
it. If you want to try and go back through it again into his office, that's going to be another story.
Well, I still have normal daggers, but I need answers from him, so I'll just keep walking.
All right. Gadden, what are you doing?
Seem all this magic is beyond me at the moment,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't be of any help to him.
No, but you can't learn. You can learn through observe.
I'll observe what I can
Sure.
of what he's doing.
All right. Malik, you're breaking shit outside. Paleth, what are you doing?
I suppose Paleth would be heading outside, trying to collect everyone, I suppose?
Okay. Hallam, where are you?
Because-
After saying my prayer to Arden, I'm actually going to go out and look for glass blowing equipment.
Okay.
Odd.
Okay.
I fucking love Hallam.
She's gone. Oh well. Moving on. Shen, what are you doing?
Looking confused and scared for more spiders.
Are you leaving with the party or are you staying with Geddon?
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay near the biggest amount of people.
I told them to.
Not everybody
be
talking
back
at
in
once.
A few hours.
Say that again, Geddon.
Everyone who leaves, I tell them to be back in a few hours.
Okay. Shen, what are you doing?
I'm leaving. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, you are going off with Paleth.
Oh fuck.
Do I know you?
Have you seen
Yes,
my
we traveled for a few weeks already.
Alright guys, I gotta take a 2-minute break. Be right back.
Let's break.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, I'm back. Who are we still missing?
I'm here.
That's 3.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Jason then. He force pushed me out the door.
Yes, he did.
But oh well.
Thanks, Chris, for ruining everything.
You're welcome.
That's what players are.
It isn't everything.
Actually, he kind of did.
Oh.
A little bit. I'm not pissed off about it, though, but I just had to rework some things.
No, I know what I'll do now. Alright.
Chris, are you writing a Bible?
Yes, it's a big Bible with verses.
What
Here
did it say
comes the
angry
New
again?
Testament.
Uh,
Oh, I get why you do it. I get why you did it. I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I just want you to know. I'm not like, it wasn't like, how can I fuck up Randy's plans?
I know. I didn't think you were doing it that way. It just really does put a hamper on things to come.
Oh, I'm sure.
I really got to rework like session 7 now. really overhaul it.
You know, I'm here for you, buddy.
Dick.
I'll fuck over that session too somehow.
Nah, because if you do it again, I'll just kill you.
Oh.
Feel the urge to print out bingo cards now for okay, sessions that Chris has fucked over. All right, who had 7?
All right, are we still waiting on Jason, or is Jason finally back? Apparently not.
I wonder if he's back and just on mute.
I'd be mad.
Thank you, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Why is no one responding?
Shut up, Scott.
No.
Hey, I've done it before too.
All right, let's see. Where am I at? My notes. All right, I'm doing this with Chris, so he doesn't need to be here for that, unless you guys want to absolutely wait for him.
You can listen to it later.
All right, Chris. About an hour passes.
I guess while this is happening, actually,
Sure. If you want to do something while you're waiting.
she's in this dark room. She's first actually going to call out coal form, and obviously hear nothing in response.
Yep. You're gonna get a slight echo and no response back.
At that point, she's going to then sort of use any sort of magic spell just to kind of illuminate something, like not like a light spell, but just kind of, you know, any sort of magic spell normally I assume would have some sort of afterglow effect or something like that.
Sure. You use something, and you see that you're in a actually rather large room with extremely smooth ceiling, floor, and 4 walls. No visible door or windows looking out. It's of a black stone
Okay.
with little speckles of red in it.
She's gonna kind of feel around the walls,
Mhm.
try to see if there's a door of any kind or windows.
The walls say, "Ooh, that tickles." No, you do not feel.
I was about to
anything.
be like, "Oh my god!" She starts screaming.
No, you don't feel any, like, you don't even feel like a little indentation in the wall where a seam. You don't find even a seam in the walls.
What the hell is this? All right. Then what she's going to do in the remaining time is she is going to try to find a corner of the room,
Mhm.
and she's going to sit down in it and just sort of wait.
All right. While you're in this room, you have no idea which way is north, east, or west, or south.
I'd imagine.
Okay.
She just sits, her knees kind of pressed up against her chest, just sort of looking out. Well, I guess she's not looking out into the room because she can't see anything, but.
Yep. The room is actually when you sit down, you can actually it's rather cold, the stone itself to touch. You're not. It's not cold enough to where you can see your breath, but it's cold enough that if it was any colder, you would start to see it. So I would assume it's probably in the high 40s, low 50s.
Just get a shiver a little bit then. Kind of rub her arms.
Start
Wow.
rubbing yourself.
Actually, no, she can't do that because one of our arms is basically trying to not use it right now.
Mhm.
So she's actually just going to kind of cross her arms over her chest and just sort of try to huddle up as much as she can.
All right. Anything else, or is that it?
I think that's all she can do right now.
All right. About an hour goes by. Actually, a little over of an hour goes by, and you don't hear anything coming from any place else. But the wall one of the walls you're laying against, or you're in the corner. So one of the walls you're touching, you actually see a light start to show as it slowly slides open, and you see a shadow kind of on the floor. from the light.
So
that's
one of
coming
the
from
walls against her back starts to open?
No, it's okay. If you're in the corner, it's one of the walls you're touching. I want to say it's going to be on your right side.
Okay.
I said right, and I motioned with my left. I'm an idiot.
I can't see which way you're motioning, so you could have just lied.
I know, but it was so stupid I had to even point it out. So, to your right, you actually start seeing a light open up a doorway that looks, if you kind of like tilted your head to look towards it, yeah, it looks like it's roughly a 10-foot doorway. A 10-foot square doorway, or rectangle.
Okay. Stand up as this person enters the room.
Yep. He enters the room, and you see I'd say about average height, maybe 5'10", maybe 6, between 5'10", 6'1", maybe. He's covered in, it looks like, kind of like a beaten robe, but at a closer inspection, it looks more like a cloak that's tied around his neck with his hood up. As it drags on the floor, as he walks in, you'll actually see that he actually has, as his legs kind of break through the cloak, you'll actually see he has kind of decent pants on. They don't look beat up. This looks like the cloak itself is what's looks like it's weathered, you know.
Yeah.
And he slowly turns and he looks to his left, and he doesn't see you, and he looks to his right, and he sees you standing in the corner, and he's like, there you are.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I don't believe so either. Cormat. And I believe you are Alexis Whisper?
I have a fan.
I wouldn't say fan.
I've heard quite a bit about you, Cormat.
All good things, I would hope.
What else could there be? I do find it a bit strange that I've been plucked away from my companions, though.
Well, I mean, any other way would be crude. I think this was rather easy.
Easy for what exactly?
You'll have to wait and see. Now, if you would just please stand up against that wall.
Excuse me?
Just do as I say.
She's gonna reach down and sort of take the her orb out of her holster for it and sort of hold it up. I don't believe.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
As you pull it out and it starts to show, he kind of slightly chuckles. He says, this is going to be rather amusing."
I don't think you quite understand how conversations go.
And I don't think you quite understand how I work. He's going to slowly start walking towards you.
Stop right there.
He does not stop.
How many paces away would you say he is right now?
I'd say he was probably about 10 feet away from you at that point. I'd say he's probably within 8 now.
All right, when he gets to within 5 feet,
Mhm.
I'm basically ready in action. If he steps into 5 feet, I'm going to use what is it? It's called
Your daily.
yeah, I'm going to use Song of Discord, and I'm basically going to try to dominate him.
Sure. He does break that line.
And I will use Song of Discord then and try to dominate him.
All right. You see him slightly take a step backwards as it looks like he's pushing against you, like he's pushing up against some kind of force field that that's not actually there. You're assuming he's fighting you in his mind. And with that, you actually start feeling yourself being pushed back as he struggles to keep walking forward. Give me an endurance, please.
Well, these are my good rolls.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that 12.
You feel your back slam against the wall as he walks forward, and is within a foot of you,
Um, at that point, I want to try using another ability. I want to try using Staggering Note.
Which is
Basically, if it hits, I push a person back of, what is it, 4 squares, I think it is, or 3 squares.
all right. You're going to sing to let this one out.
Yeah.
As you open your mouth to sing, he has grabbed you by the throat and pushed you up against the wall. Tighter. You are unable to speak any words to be able to get this spell off. He slowly turns. He pulls you back off the wall and turns you around and pushes you chest first into the wall. You hear a slight, like a popping sound and a hollow sound hit the ground. And next, you feel a sharp pain in your back before it goes numb. The area goes numb, and he steps back, releasing you, but releasing your throat.
What was that?
Assurance.
Assurance of what?
That you won't do anything stupid like that again.
She's gonna try to sing and use Staggering Note again.
You sing, but you're not getting any effect from it.
Does it look like he's resisting it, or just nothing's happening?
Nothing's happening. You're not getting an effect from it. You can
She's
sing, but you can't get the effect from the actual spell itself.
She's gonna try it again.
You're getting the exact same result.
She's gonna start feeling at her back.
You can't quite reach where he injected you, but you can feel like the feeling is starting to return back to that area. You actually see a large syringe in his hand as he puts it back into a pouch around his hip.
She's gonna kind of stand there, mouth agape, kind of almost expecting him to sort of explain what happened.
He doesn't actually respond to anything. He starts walking towards the center of the room. The door slides shut and the room goes black again. And slowly, lights start to turn on the ceiling. As the little dim, or the little speckles of red seem to glow into the room. Lighting the room in this, I would say it's an obnoxious type of red. And he stands in the center of the room, and he raises his hand up, and the stone itself seems to go almost liquid for a few moments, as a table and chair seem to form and rise out of the stone into the center of the room.
I can't say I care much for the decor in this place.
But it gets the job done. He sits down in the chair. He gestures for you to come across.
Oh, now you want to have negotiations.
Negotiations? No. Conversation? Yes.
I don't think you have much of a respect for the art of conversation, she's going to say as she sits down. She's going to sit cross-legged, and her arm's going to be on her knee.
Okay.
Or hands on her knee, rather.
Yep. I believe you already know why you're here.
Honestly, I don't.
A simple name. Slade. He kind of stands up from his chair and starts pacing around the table itself and you. I just need a bit of information.
This seems like a rather elaborate setup to get just a bit of information.
Oh, there's still more. And he comes up behind you and rests his hands on your shoulders. And slightly squeezes both of your shoulders as he leans in behind your ear and he goes, I'm assuming soon you'll be wanting to talk to me about everything I want to know. And as he lifts off you, he actually pushes down on both of your shoulders.
Can I do a bluff check to have her try to not show that the shoulder she has on her left side is hurt?
Um, you can bluff check it, but you would have there would have been a body reaction to the pain. Maybe not a facial reaction or an audible reaction.
Yeah.
There would have been a slight muscle twitch to it. But
Yeah, she's not trying to.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
she's basically just trying to not seem like she's bothered by it.
Sure, that's fine.
34.
Okay.
All right, I know who our poker champion's going to be.
Oh, just wait till you see this guy bluff.
Bluff's good.
You know, you're not half bad looking, Cormat. Perhaps if you got a little less impatient, you might be able to do rather well at the art of conversation.
Oh, wait a minute, 1 second. I will respond to that in a second. But fuck
Okay.
you, Chris. You fucked up something we planned on doing.
I haven't fucked it up yet.
No, I know it's not now, but it's. God damn you. Okay. He continues to circle the room, and he kind of just he doesn't really say much. He's just kind of looking at you, kind of sizing you up in a sense. As he just goes back towards his chair and he goes,
Actually, does he sit down first?
"Yeah, he'll sit
Or is he
down."
just going? Okay, because when he's standing up, she's actually going to place her hands on the table. She's going to uncross her legs. She's going to say, you know, if you want to have a conversation, it's generally best to sit from the opposite side of the person. I don't understand why you'd build a table if you're just going to walk around.
Thank you. That's me, not him.
Yes.
This wasn't what I was talking about, but still. He sits down in the chair, and he says, "This is actually rather going to be amusing for once." And you actually, you don't have a good passive perception, right?
Hell no.
Okay.
Her passive is a 15.
You're watching him, not anything else, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's focused on him.
All right. The next time you try to move your arms and legs, you're gonna realize that they are completely locked down to the table. And when you actually realize this, he's just going to respond with a smile as he pulls down his hood. You actually just see like you said, he's relatively good looking. He's got a black, kind of waved back hair. He looks a little ruffled. Not exactly shaven, like he hasn't shaved in maybe 2 days. He's got a faint beard, but very pronounced features with light gray eyes. He's going to stand up and walk behind you again, and the chair's going to slightly pull back away from the table. So you're kind of a little bit stretched out, having to lean forward. As he starts to slowly pat you down.
You really don't seem to have any patience for these sort of things, do you?
In my line of work, no, you tend not to have patience. And you actually, towards the end of that sentence, you're actually starting to hear a little bit of frustration in his voice.
You know, most men wait until after dinner to do this sort of thing.
He takes your orb, throws it across the room. It shatters against the wall. And continues to pat you down. The back of the chair seems to disappear as it turns into a stool and continues to pat down your back. And you actually start feeling like really tightly pushing down on you. Where is it?
I don't know what you're looking for. You already broke my orb.
The dagger.
What dagger?
The ill omen of light.
I don't have any clue what you're talking about.
You, as he walks in front of you, you actually see him extremely pissed off at this moment. His nostrils flaring. It seems like the corner of his lip is starting to twitch in anger. Where is the dagger?
I've already told you I don't know what you're talking about. I don't wield daggers. It's a brutish, savage thing to do. Hold on one second.
Sure.
Jackass. I wield daggers.
Oh, don't hate.
I wield a lightning sword. It's a more civilized weapon from an ancient age.
Chris might get himself killed now. Do 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 do. Chris.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
All right. He kind of leans in over the table and he goes, "My scouts have seen you in this city with the dagger."
Maybe you should get new scouts. I obviously don't have it.
You don't finish that sentence before you're backhanded across the face. Stop playing games. Where did you leave it?
Leave what?
Again, before you finish that sentence, he grabs you by the head and slams your face down into the table.
You realize what you're doing, right?
Yes.
By attacking me?
He is not what he once was.
You still daring to challenge him?
It's been years since he's taken up the mantle. I don't believe he has it in him still. That part of him is dead.
To challenge that man takes big balls. So I'm assuming the rest of this is compensating for something else on your side that isn't so big.
You hear a large exhale from him as he starts gripping his hilt and starts to walk towards you. You actually see a flash of steel in his hand as he moves even closer to you. The stool starts to move away from the table to give him more room and walk in between you. And he smiles at you and he goes, "You seem like the type of girl that could appreciate a good penetration." And he stabs you into the shoulder, up above the armpit, right into where the joint meets.
I don't know if she could do a bluff check to try not to. Well,
Oh,
she's
fuck
got to
no,
scream
you're
out,
not.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck no, you're not. You're gonna have to somehow triple crit this on one roll to do that. He doesn't quickly pull it out either. He leaves it in there, and he's still pushing on it. And he kind of leans down and over to your face and says, "Stop pushing."
Why do you need my dagger? You clearly seem to have one of your own.
But it's not the one I need. And as he pulls it out, he slightly starts to turn it. Your shoulder is extremely warm at the moment. It's nothing from the dagger itself. It's just that you feel your arm starts to feel weak. There's blood starting to slightly start. It's not actually gushing. It seems to be like a very clean cut. It's not really. Let's say it's not bleeding as bad as you thought it would. He looks down at his dagger as the as blood starts to drip from the tip as he starts walking behind you. This is the last time I'm going to be nice. Where is the dagger?
That was nice.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
Why do you want the dagger?
That's none of your concern. Now answer my question.
I don't have it anymore.
He slams the dagger down into the back of your shoulder. It seems to be a slight vertical stab, with it's at a slight angle. You feel your arm completely go limp. That's not the answer I'm looking for. I'm assuming we're gonna have to do this the hard way. He walks away. The table.
I just want to note she's not able to talk because she's probably screaming right now.
Yeah. He walks away. The table disappears, or the table and the chair sink back into the floor, and you kind of just drop to the floor.
She's going to try to twist her body in midair so she falls on her good shoulder.
I'll say you can do that.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could just fall straight on your ass too.
I think if she's kind of hunched over when it happens.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess if she got it, if it was when she was in the same position, yeah, that's probably how she does it. But yeah.
So, the entire room, the walls of the room start to form these like little. They look like they would be holders for something, and the door slides open again, turns liquid and slides open again as a bunch of people start walking in with. I'm gonna say they're like ever-burning torches, but much brighter. And they start mounting them onto the wall.